What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm so excited for today's video. I'm gonna be doing this look, getting ready, super fun and cute. It was supposed to be my everyday makeup routine and then it turned into me doing extra fun things. So if you want to see how I put this look together, then keep on watching. Alright, so if you missed the video where I organized this drawer, head over to my channel and check it out. It's organizing my makeup drawer. But yeah, I got this all nice and organized in my top drawer here. So yeah, that'll be nice. Alright, I already have sunscreen on my face. I used the Tula sunscreen Protect and Glow. This is the one that I use every day. Now I'm just going to use this Tula primer. It's supposed to be smoothing and firming. So I'm just going to go in with that. Now I'm going to go in with the second primer, the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, just because my pores are just, you know, really large. So I like to put this in my problem areas. Now I'm gonna put on this Burt's Bees Overnight Intensive Lip Treatment. I love this stuff. I know it's not overnight, but I just like to have something really moisturizing on my lips while I'm doing my makeup, so that at the very end when I'm putting on my lip product, I have nice and smooth lips. It gives it time to do its job and work itself in. I kind of like to rub it in and like massage my lips almost. I do this when I feel like I've got like dry, flaky lips or something like that. Almost like it's a scrub, but it's not. I'm just kind of trying to really rub it in. My favorite foundation by far is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and I just ran out of mine. I set it aside because I plan on doing an empties video. If you don't know what an empties video is, it's basically just a video where I show you a bunch of products that I've used up, so they're empty, and let you know my thoughts on them if I liked them. Usually if it's a product that I used all the way through, it's going to be something that I liked. So I've just been setting things aside as I finish bottles of things so that I can make a video like that for you guys. But anyway, the Too Faced Born This Way is my favorite, and I don't have it at the moment. I have the concealer, which I really like too. I wouldn't say it's my favorite concealer. It's really good. I don't have any complaints about it, but I do have other drugstore ones that are less expensive that I like more than this one. So I've been using this foundation lately. It's the Maybelline Superstay Activewear. I self-tanned last night, so I'm not 100% sure if it's going to match me. It looks like it will. I usually just do a couple pumps like this over my face. And then I have just been using, lately I've been using this complexion, e.l.f. Complexion Duo Brush. I like the Kat Von D foundation brush better. I don't even know if it's sold at Sephora anymore. I got it when I was in high school. It's still in perfect condition. You just take care of it and clean it. All that, it stayed in very good condition, but it's really dirty right now. I mean, this one's really dirty too, so. I also really love to use beauty blenders, or I call them all beauty blenders, but honestly I just like a beauty sponge. It doesn't have to be the beauty blender brand. Real Techniques has good ones, e.l.f. has good ones. This brush usually works really well, and I'm struggling with it at the moment because if it's dirty, the bristles on the brush are a little bit more harsh, and so it doesn't apply as smooth. So I probably should have used a different brush to show you guys, because this is like, it's making the brush look bad kind of, but it's not normally like that. It's my fault because I haven't cleaned it in like a week and I've been using it every day, so. I'm not gonna put makeup on all the way up here. A lot of times I'll just kind of blend it out here like this, but I won't go all the way. At the moment, my ears are fairly red, but it's just because they're getting really hot. Any medical professionals out there know what that is? That's happened to me my whole life. Sometimes my ears will just randomly, this happens to my feet as well. not as often, but sometimes my fingers. So my toes, fingers, and ears sometimes will just randomly start feeling really hot, like, and the rest of my body feels fine, and they'll just start feeling so hot, and you'll see them like start to turn red, and it'll just like be like that for a little bit, maybe 30 minutes if I had to guesstimate, and then it just goes away. And as far as I know, I haven't like connected any other things to it, so I don't know if it's like, oh, it only happens when I do this or when I do that. Like, I have no idea. I have not connected it to anything, so, but maybe I will. Beauty of makeup, once it all comes together, it should be fine. Let's see. I do really love the e.l.f. 16-hour camo. I looked in my mirror down here like it was the camera. I really love my e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealer. This one is really good, but I currently just have like this insanely white one. I have a second one, but I think they're different colors. Yeah, I have one in fair warm and light sand, and they're gonna be way too light for me right now. You know, that was trendy a few years ago to put like the brightest concealer under your eyes, but if you want to brighten, you can do that. But if you have any type of dark circles at all, you should use a concealer that is the same color as your foundation or your skin to cover up the dark circles as a way of color correcting, or you could actually use a color correcting palette if you want. You do not have to have anything like super fancy. I just have the e.l.f. one and it works just fine for me. It doesn't have purple, it has yellow, blue, green, and peach. But yeah, I can make a whole video on color correcting and what all the colors are for. If that's something you guys would be interested in, leave a comment below and let me know if you would want that. But I get dark circles pretty bad. I'm not sure why. I am like religiously tied down to getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night, and I do that. I 100% do that. Obviously, there are times where I have like a night where I got, you know, maybe 6, but that's on a rare occasion, and I never, ever get less than that. Like when I had a newborn baby, that does not count. But I still get dark circles. I don't really know why. So I'm just gonna use this Too Faced Born This Way concealer just because it's the closest to my skin color concealer that I have at the moment. So I'll use this one. And then if you want to brighten your eyes still, but you want to cover dark circles, just do this first, and then you can go in with a second layer. I'm just gonna use my finger. Then you can go in with a second layer of concealer and use the brightening one after you've covered your circles. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder to set my under eyes before they start to crease. And I'm just gonna take my little fluffy thing out of my Airspun loose powder. I have other ones, but they're in packages in my closet, so I don't feel like getting them at the moment. But my under eyes crease like almost immediately, so I always have to get out my setting powder and do this right away. And my eyelids. And lately, this is actually something I started to notice only recently, and I think I've been doing it for a long time and just never connected it. But a lot of times when I'm doing my makeup, I go like this and I raise my eyebrows, like especially if I'm doing something by my eyes, and it creates these like folds in my forehead. So I'll get like creases across my forehead, and I've always been like, oh my gosh, I have like forehead wrinkles already, and I'm only 23. But really, I think it's the makeup for the most part. I think it's just because I'm raising my eyebrows and lifting them up like that, and the makeup like creases in those lines. So that happens. And I'm just using like the leftover powder that I have out for the rest of my face. What's interesting is this is the Halo Glow powder, and I feel like I'm looking pretty matte. This is also like turning me a little pink. My skin's undertone is neutral. Sometimes I will opt for a yellow undertone product just for the color correction purposes. Like, I feel like that works for me the best. And I really don't like products that make me pink. So like typically I'm looking for neutral products, and I might go into yellow a little bit, but I do not like to be pink. It's probably not showing up as much on camera. And honestly, it might not be there at all and I'm just being crazy. All right, so in a recent video where I did a grocery haul, I did a Walmart pickup where I got this Profusion bronzer palette, and I've been using it for a little while. Ever since I got it, basically, I've been using it almost every day, and I have been loving it. I've been like lightly tapping into Tahiti and is it Maldives or Maldives? I don't know. I've been lightly tapping in those, and then I go into Bora Bora like quite a few times, and that's just kind of been the mixture that I've been using. And this is a Jaclyn Hill JH02 brush. It's just like her bronzing brush, but that's the mixture that I have really liked with this palette. I just love all of the colors. I'm gonna go into Fiji and Bora Bora a little bit. They're a little bit more gray undertoned, which helps with contouring. So I got bronzer down here. Typically I want my bronzer to be lined up right here, and it can be right in this area and maybe a little bit above. I don't want bronzer down this way because it's just gonna drag my face down. So since I made that mistake, what I'm going to do is grab a little bit more of that e.l.f. Halo powder. Got stuff all over my shirt. I'm gonna grab a little bit of that, and I'm gonna take this little air spun poof again, and I just poured some in here, and I'm just gonna dip it in like that, pretty heavy handed, and then I'm gonna drag it right here. And then even though you can still see it on my face, I'm gonna leave it there for a few minutes while I'm doing my blush probably. And what that's gonna do, it's called baking. So I am putting it there and letting it like really sit into my skin. It's gonna help brighten up that area because I don't want darkness down there. I want this to be lighter, and I want the darkness just to be right here to help lift my cheekbones. And I want it to be light right here because if it gets dark down here, you start making your face look like it's dragging down, and that's not what we want. So lately I've been using this Milani Blossom Time Rose powder blush. It's in number 11, but because I'm feeling pretty matte at the moment, I'm gonna use the Milani Luminoso blush. I've been using this. It doesn't even say Milani on the front anymore. It is rubbed off, and I've almost hit pan. You can see the texture of it there, but I'm gonna take this Jaclyn Hill JH04 brush. I'm just gonna dip it in there like that, and I put it up here. I leave it more towards the outside of my face. The trend used to be like going right here and putting it right here, and now people have learned that when you put the blush further back on your face, it's another way of helping make your face look lifted. So you're adding that color back, but because it's up here, it's drawing attention to higher points of your cheek. So it helps lift your cheekbones, and I think I've really enjoyed this. I'm calling it a trend, but honestly, I think it's a trend because someone just like figured out like, hey, this looks really pretty, and shared it on TikTok, and it just kind of went everywhere. So it's like just basically someone's new idea that a lot of people agreed with and really liked. That's what I love about makeup. Like, you can just be so creative. You do not have to do what everybody else is doing. Do what you think and feel looks good on you, and that's all you need to do. Just do what you love and be creative and do you, girl. I'm gonna use this Morphe 35X palette. It looks like this. I love it. So I'm gonna grab this color here called Grab Attention. It's like a very subtle, it's pink, and it has like very subtle sparkles in it. And maybe I'll come a little bit closer so you can see. I'm adding it right here in the crease of my eye. So this is my eyebrow bone right here. You can feel it. And I'm going right beneath it. So if I were to push in my eye right here, I can't move it up because of my bone. So I'm going to just do some circular swooshing motions. This would be like a sweeping motion and then circular, but I just put it on the outer edges of my eyes and under my eyebrow bone right there. And yes, I use pink almost every day. Sometimes I'll use like more orangey colors, but it's kind of like one of those things where I go through phases. So sometimes I'm in a phase of really liking the orangey, and sometimes I love the pink, and I'm in a pink world these days. But yeah, just sweeping, circular, under the bone. It can get a little bit up there, but I don't want an insane amount. So just on those outer edges. So normally every day I will take this Eyes Wide Strut pink like sparkly color and I would put that on my lids. But however, today I'm wearing these brown pants. So I still wanted some of the pink there just because I like pink, but I'm going to do this prep work powder instead because it's still a glittery color, but, or not glittery, as like shiny color, but the shimmer just in another color. And I always use my finger for shimmers. There are definitely plenty of brushes that can put on shimmers just as beautiful. It can help you lay it down exactly where you want if you feel like your finger makes it a little bit sloppy, which I know I got some up there. Basically, I'm just gonna blend that out once I'm done. But yeah, I love the shimmer on the inner corners of my eye and on the center of my lid. And then sometimes I use a brush for this, sometimes my finger. I'll go in and just stick some of my inner corner there. See, when you do use your finger, like you can definitely make mistakes. You can hit spots that you didn't mean to because it's your finger. But I really like how it applies when I use my finger, and a lot of times in the morning I might be rushed or something and it's just like easier to dip my finger in there. Now I'm just going back in with this same brush and blending it out, and then I'll go back in with the shimmer. If I blend it out too much, sometimes when you go to blend it out, the shimmer can start to fade. You just kind of have to be careful about that. So if you have to go back and forth, if you have to blend and then add a little bit of shimmer and blend again, like that's totally normal and okay. By the way, I don't know if I said what brush I'm using. This is the Luxie 205 tapered blending brush. So that is what I have on my lids. And then I'm going to take this color here. It's called Double Take. So you can also use another brush, but I like to just pinch the brush like this. And sometimes if I just like have one finger, I'll just kind of do this so it flattens it a little like that. And I'll take some of the color like that, tap off the excess, and then when I have it flattened like that, it makes it smaller. And I'll just do it under my eye. And I don't go all the way to my inner corner. I typically just kind of stop where my pupil is. Voila! Eyeshadow done. Now I'm going to curl my lashes really quick. Wow. I'm going to take the Maybelline Lash Sensational Sky High Mascara. Everyone knows what this is for the most part. If you are on TikTok and you enjoy makeup, you probably know what this is. This was trending everywhere and for good reason. It's a really good mascara. All right, mascara is on. This mascara is so good. I feel like it fills my lashes to the point where they're not going to be like boom in your face like lashes, like if they're falsies or something, but it fills them in a way where it is making them slightly bold, and it lengthens them and keeps my lashes separated and not clumpy. So yeah, it's definitely trending for a reason. I got a little on my lid, it's okay. If you get mascara on your lid, the best way to handle that, especially if you are in a hurry, is do not touch it. Do not touch it. Finish the rest of your makeup. Do what you need to do. Let it dry down completely, and then go in with a Q-tip and just lightly rub it off, and it'll just flake right off after it's dry. If you go in there when it's wet, that's when it smears and you have to redo all your eyeshadow. So there's a really good tip from me. So at this point, I have like eyeshadow on my fingers and all this stuff. So this is typically when I go in and I wash my hands. This is just where you do my makeup, guys, in my bathroom. In my side of the bathroom, because we have 2 sinks, in my side and where all my makeup is happens to be on the side right in front of the toilet. So, all right, so after I wash my hands, I do need to wipe this away a little bit. I'm just gonna use my bronzer brush because there's not, well, that's dumb actually. So I'm just gonna grab another brush that I have, the JH03 brush. These are from Morphe. It's a collab with Jaclyn Hill, by the way. So I'm just gonna brush that. Even though you can like barely see it at that point, I'm still doing it. Just kind of making sure everything is seamless. And now I'm going to use, it's the Maybelline Express Brow. So I bought this and I was like, did they redo their packaging? And I was so confused. And it's because the one that I've been using for years is this L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer in Light Brunette. This is the one that I always use. And there was a time I was like, I needed to check out of the store so fast. I was at Target and I was like running. And then I remembered that I was like completely out of my eyeliner or my eyebrow pencil. So I went looking for it and I was like, this packaging is new. That is so interesting. I was like, I hope it's like the same one and it's not like a new one that they made. And I grabbed it and it works like very similarly. But I just realized right now that one is L'Oreal and one's Maybelline. That is so funny. So I'm using the Maybelline Express Brow and I have it in soft brown. Even though I have blonde hair, my roots are very dark. Like, they're very dark. And my eyebrows are almost the same color. They kind of had some lighter parts, but anyway, if I use the blonde pencil, it's like you can't, it doesn't really show up that well, so use this one. Eyebrows are sisters, not twins. Which basically means they don't have to look exactly the same, but you want them to look somewhat the same. So really, eyebrows are super personal to what you like, what your eyebrows look like, if you have barely any hairs or if they're really full, and what shape they are and what shape you like. So they're very versatile depending on your eyebrow and what kind of your eyebrows and what you like. So I really like to add a little bit more to the tail of my brow. I elongate it just a little bit because I personally like the look of them being slightly longer than my natural ones. And then I just fill in the parts of my brow that are a little bit more sparse than full. And I basically just do like hair stroking motions so that it looks more natural. And then I do that to the front end of my brows as well, but I use much of a lighter hand in that, and I try to shape them good. Honestly, if you do nothing to your brows, it's really trendy to have fluffy brows right now. So you do you, girl. Everybody does them differently. I'm gonna take my ColourPop Flexitarian highlight and I'm going to use my Jaclyn Hill JH09 brush. Just gonna dip in like that. And I'm going to have to be a little bit careful because I have quite a bit of acne at the moment. I've been breaking out. I got this like mole a little bit and I like it to show. So I'm just gonna try and, but yeah, so I don't want to put highlight like right where I have acne because it's just gonna highlight my acne and I don't want that. But I do want highlight because I don't want to, I kind of just, I don't know, I don't like the feeling of a completely matte face, and I feel like I do that to myself a lot. I feel like I always give myself a really matte face because I use products that I want to fill in my pores and blur them, and typically that's going to be something very mattifying, but I want to glow at the same time, so yeah, I do that. And now I'm gonna go in with this Milani 110 Lustful. It's not like a lipstick, it's like a, well, it is a lipstick, but it's like, I don't know, it's lighter. I just kind of dot it on my lips like this, because I feel like it's a really similar color to my natural lips, but it enhances it a little bit more. It's like if you're editing a photo, if you guys like edit photos at all, it's like I'm turning up the saturation or the vibrance of my lip color. So I really like that. And it's very smooth. It's not matte or anything. Another one that I'll use a lot is this Revlon Ultra Matte Lip Color. And it's in, did I show the color on here? 630 HD Seduction. But this is another color that I really like to use. Those are the two that I kind of switch off on, but I use the Milani one the majority of the time. Now I'm gonna go in with this Pixi Hydrating Milky Mist. I'm almost out of this, so this is probably gonna make it in my empties video. This product gives such a light mist that you can really use a lot of it. It's literally such a light mist. Then I just use my hands like this, fan it out. Oh gosh, I just smacked myself. That was embarrassing. Not really. Like said it was embarrassing because I feel like people would think that's embarrassing, but I don't get embarrassed that easily. I get like nervous to do things, and like I get like social anxiety, which like seems weird because I'm putting my life on YouTube, which is like very social. It's putting everything out there, but it's like I'm still sitting here alone in my bathroom talking to myself. It feels like, so it's not as hard. But yeah, that's everything for my face makeup that I do pretty much every day. And like I said, really the only thing I did differently is I did more of a gold shimmer on my lids, just because I'm wearing brown pants today instead of the pink. I really like how it turned out. I think it's really beautiful. But on a day-to-day basis, just so that you know, for the sake of this video being an everyday makeup routine, I typically do the pink shimmery color. But yeah, now let's get on to doing my hair. What time is it? Summertime. It's cool time. I'm in a very singy mood. Singy, dancey mood. Okay, so when I'm standing straight up, part of my head is cut off. I'm wondering if I move the diffuser. I have a little diffuser up here. Let's move this back a little bit. My head's cut off. It looks like I'm way back here, which is my cord for doing my hair is not gonna go that far. So I'm going to use my crimper. Well, it's like a waver. I'm gonna use this. I thought about straightening it, but I don't know. I haven't done this to my hair in a while, and I literally used to do this on my hair. Not every day, because I don't need to redo it every day, but I used to just do it a lot. Basically wear my hair in the style of having used this. Not making any sense. Turning that on, I heat up pretty fast. I'm just gonna do that, and then I'm going to split my hair into sections. Maybe I'll just go like this. I don't know. My little clips in here, keep that from flying away. Looking fabulous. Alright, so I have this IGK Good Behavior 4-in-1 Prep Spray Detangler 24-hour Frizz Control 450 Heat Protection Shine Spray. Yeah, it's my heat protected spray. So I'm just going to spray that. Give it another brush. Alright, now we're starting. I'm gonna take a section about this big, just kind of a large piece. Lately, I haven't been using this tool as tight as I used to in some of my older videos from like a year ago. So I'll grab like bigger pieces, and it makes it a little bit less of like an intense wave. It's a little bit lighter, which I like. I'm like going through this phase of talking like that. So I really like it to look like that, but when I brush it out, it's going to become less of a wave. So I'm gonna go back over it and hold them a little bit longer, just because at the end, when I run my fingers through my hair and do my hairspray and everything, it makes it less wavy than it was when you finished. So I like to make it where the waves are just a little bit bigger than I want them at that particular time, so that when I run my fingers through my hair, they're not ruining it, wasting my time, making my hair flat. I cannot. I'm like in this thing of wanting to use an accent, and then I'll think I'm doing good sometimes, and then other times I'm like, what the heck just came out of my mouth? Okay. Okay. Guys, do you see this? I'm like literally a pro at doing my hair. Like I could be a hairstylist. Makeup artist, yes. Hairstylist, no. You wanna see some like crazier makeup looks? Head over to my Instagram and look at some of my posts from like last year. I have like a full-blown like rainbow look. Someone challenged me to do like a yellow eye just because it's like kind of wacko. Wacko's kind of makes it sound mean. It's just like out there. And it actually came out really pretty. So that's on my Insta. Alright, so this is what the back looks like right now. And I'm going to take some hairspray. I've been using this Herbal Essence volumizing hairspray. So just going to spray that. Alright, now I will usually take like a little scrunchie and I will just kind of turn like what I've already done into a little ponytail to kind of get it out of the way for the next part that I'm working on. Brush this out, spray in some of my heat protectant. I sprayed my hand. I don't know how this layer ended up being like only hair that's on my side. It's not any back hair. Well, maybe because a lot of my back hair was at the bottom layer. Duh, Payton. Alright, the second layer is done, and I'm gonna use hairspray. Then I will take the scrunchie out of that first layer I did. Second layer, back with the first layer, and tie it up very loosely, very softly. Alright, now that my hair looks like this, I'm gonna hairspray the last section. And then I'm gonna flip it. I'm just gonna run my fingers through it like this, and voila. Alright, so this style is really cute to just leave it like this. You can throw on a hat, and you can also do really fun, cute other things with it. Typically, the first day that I do it, I just have it like this, and then the following days, because I don't wash my hair every day, I wash my hair like 1 to 2 times a week. But yes, so like the following day, like tomorrow maybe, I'll take some of these front pieces and put them in the back, clip it back there. You can do like a little claw clip, or do your husband, or you can scrunchie it, or you could do a little bow. Super cute. Like I even get to like one of the last days that I wear it, I'll even just have it like in a pony like that, or even 2 ponies like this would be really cute. You could like do a braid right here. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do a little braid. Could be cute. I'll try that right now. All right, I'm gonna do one on this side too. It's another cute thing to do. I've actually never done this before, this hairstyle, but I really like it. It's super cute. I'm gonna throw on some cute earrings. So these are the ones I was originally looking for that I found. These are from, I think it's called Humankind. I'll link it below. A girl I went to high school with, we weren't really like friends, but we knew of each other. We're friends on, or we follow each other on Instagram, and she makes these like clay earrings. She does a lot of things. Her shop is super, super cute. I'll link it below. But these are the earrings I was looking for. Also have this. No, I'm not feeling that. Or I have these. Yeah, not feeling those. I want hers. I want her earrings. These are so cute. I'm gonna throw my wedding ring, just like spins around like crazy, but I'm not about to resize it because I also have times where my fingers will just like randomly start swelling and it like it hurts and I can't get it off. Anyway, super cute. Here's my OOTD from a really weird view. I could show you from my tall mirror actually. I have a tall mirror over here. You're just gonna have to, you're gonna see my messy room though. All right, ignore my messy room. But I'm wearing dino socks. You're not gonna be able to see them in my shoes, but yeah, I got these pants from Shein. This shirt is from Walmart, I think. Like I said, earrings are from Time and True. I have a baby crying in the background. Don't worry, his daddy's with him. Yeah, there's my OOTD. I'm probably gonna throw on some quick little simple necklaces. I have one that has Colin's name on it, and I have one that says like mama, and it kind of like is in cursive and goes into like the stem of the flower. Really cute. Anyway, I'm probably gonna throw those on, and then yeah, so cute. That's it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed already, please click that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you can be one of the first ones notified when I upload new videos. And yeah, I really hope you liked it. Thanks so much, guys. See you in my next one. Bye.